channel, so this video is going to be on the new PatrickStarrrxMac collab. This is going to be a try-on review type of video. I do know when I'm personally watching these types of videos, I just want the person to kind of get to the point and tell me if it's worth buying, so that's what I'm going to do. And do I think it's worth buying? I don't know. It's all going to depend on what you personally want. Now, throughout the video, you are going to see that I do have to manipulate a couple of products to just kind of show you guys how I make it work for me. But what I'm going to do is kind of run through all the products and tell you what I think about everything. The first thing that I used was the blush in the color I'm Not Blushing. I really actually do like this blush. It's actually my favorite product throughout the entire collection. I was a little worried about this because first of all, this looks a little too deep. And the second shade is Shimmer. And I hate any type of blush with shimmer, but it actually looks really pretty on my skin tone when you mix all of these two together. So I really do like this blush and I will be using it outside of the collection. Now moving on to the eyeshadows. I don't really like the whole aesthetic of the eyeshadows. I just think that this is not an eyeshadow that you're going to be able to get one look from. I did have to dip into, you know, another shade. I will tell you what my favorite shade and what my least favorite shade is. I do talk about it throughout the video as well while I'm using it. This is absolutely my favorite shade. It's so buttery, it's so smooth, and it is so pigmented. But my least favorite shade is this one. No. Is this one right here. It looks very pretty and it swatches really nicely, but when you blend it out, it just does not look like that. Now moving on to the two lip products, I'm going to first talk about the lip gloss. I really like this gloss. It just gives you a really nice high sheen type of look. Now for the lipstick, I'm going to right off the back say that I don't like this. And I don't like it because of the color. I personally don't like peachy type of nudes. I personally don't like those types of colors on my skin tone, but that's just me. But the formula of this lipstick is absolutely beautiful. It's smooth, it's pigmented. Long story short, do I think you should go out and purchase this? I think if you like the colors, definitely go for it. Because of personal preference, it's not something that I will probably gravitate towards and use outside of this video. But let me stop rambling. Let's just jump right into the video. If you guys only knew how hungover I am right now, you'd be really proud of me that I'm sitting here filming for you guys. Oh my god, why did I go out last night? Okay, let's do this. The first thing I'm going to do is hydrate my under eye, and I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer for this. And what I like to do is just kind of dot this under my under eye, just like that, and then just lightly rub it and tap it in. Hydrate my skin as well as to give me a little bit of glow. I'm going in with the MAC Strobe Cream. This is obviously a little tiny sample. I got the shade Pink Light. Just gonna put a little bit of this all over my face. I don't like the smell of any of like the MAC products. I don't know why. It just smells like a lady cream. For primer, I'm going in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer. I'm going to scoop a little bit of that out, rub it on my fingers, and then apply it on my cheek. Okay, we got to pull this hair back. There we go. For foundation, I'm going into an oldie but a goodie for me. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. I am in the shade Y435. I'm going to take my Morphe sponge, just kind of put a couple of pumps of this right on the sponge and go in. Okay, I had to put my hair up because it was just driving me insane. So I can still see my marks even with this foundation on. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Jouer Essential High Coverage foundation, and I'm just going to kind of dot this where I want, you know, more coverage. So that's where all my acne marks are. Oh wow, I put way too much on. Oh wow. Whatever is kind of left on my sponge, I'm dragging it down to my chest as well. So I'm going to go in and cream contour. I've been using the Graftobian Palette. I'm going to take the darkest shade here, just put a little bit, you know, in the normal places. Blend that out. I use a little stippling brush here. For concealer, I use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the shade Medium Tawny, and I'm just going to blend that out using my Morphe sponge. What you can do is, if you ever feel like you blended out the cream contour a little too low, you can use whatever's left on the sponge and just kind of clean it up under here. So to set my under eyes, I'm going to be going in with the HourGlass Veil Translucent Powder. So I'm just going to use this to set my under eyes. And I do use a lot of this powder. Don't kill me, but I just love it so much. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but even though I'm setting my under eyes still looks wet and dewy, which I really, really like. It just makes my entire skin look so much more healthier, which, you know, it probably isn't. To very lightly set the rest of my face, I'm going in with my Maybelline Better Skin Powder. This is in the shade Coconut. I'm going to use a really fluffy brush here and just kind of tap in the product. Take a little bit of this powder and rub it down my neck and chest, since we did put a little bit of foundation there. Contour, I'm going in with my Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. I always have a problem opening this thing up. Of course, using my Japanese brush and going in with the middle shade right here. Now for the main reason why you actually came to this video. This is the PatrickStarrrxMac collab. I got the Miso... That was so rude. I got the Miso Chic collection because clearly that was more my style. I go in with the blush. This is the I'm Not Blushing. It's super pretty and it comes with a mirror. I was honestly really, really nervous about this shade right here. Honestly, I was nervous about both shades because, first of all, this looks more like a bronzer for my skin tone, and second of all, this one has shimmer inside, and I hate any blush with shimmer, but it actually looks really, really pretty. So what I normally do is I mix both, but I take more of the matte side and just kind of lightly dust this on my cheeks. Now what I actually do is use the same brush, take a little bit of just the shimmer one and just apply it only on like the apples of my cheeks, just so it'll give it a little bit of a glow. Highlight, I'm quickly going into the Artist Couture highlight in the color Conceited. Obviously moving on to eyes now, and I'm going to be using the little quad that he created. He named this Stay With Me. Oh, that's so cute. I'm going to first go into this mauvey purple shade. I'm going to use this as my transition. I'm going to take a Real Technique brush and go into the purple shade right here. I'm going to blend this into the outer V and into that crease. I kind of don't like this shadow. Like, I don't know what it is, but when I finish blending this shadow out, it just looks washed out on me. When I first saw this shadow, I was expecting it to come off like as vibrant as it looks in the pan, but it just doesn't. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Patrick, help me. I've tried using 3 different types of brushes and it just still looks the same way. So I'm just a little disappointed in this shade, and it's really not something that I would ever gravitate towards outside of using it for this video, honestly. But I'm going to deepen this up a little bit and I'm going to take this shade. This is my favorite shade, the darkest color in this palette. It is so pigmented. It blends out so beautifully. And I'm going to use this in that outer V crease area and making sure to blend and wing this out. For the lip color, obviously taking this shimmer shade. It's not like a foil shadow, it's more of a satin, which I don't really like, but you know, that's just my style. It's not anything against the actual shade. This is incredibly pigmented, as you guys can see. And I'm going to take this shade a little bit higher than I normally would. What you can actually do is cut out the crease with concealer, doing like a half cut crease, which is what I did in my previous video, which I'll link up here. I'm going to go back in with that dark shade and kind of just mesh this harsh line here. Now if you want, you can totally leave this as is, but I want a little bit more sparkle. So I'm going to go in with my Ofra Beverly Hills highlighter, and I'm going to take a small like little fluffy brush and then take the white shade and just kind of lightly dust this only on that lid shade. I'm going to apply some black liner in my waterline. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Couture, the Artist Color Pencil. I'm going to tight line with this as well. Take a pencil brush with that darker shade, and I'm just going to blow out my lower lash line with this. And then taking that purple shade and further blending that out. For my inner corner and brow bone highlight, I'm going back in with the Ofra Cosmetics Beverly Hills highlighter. I'm going to be taking the pink shade. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some wing liner and some lashes off camera. For my wing liner, I'm going to be using my Epic Ink liner from NYX. And for lashes, I'm using Lilly lashes in Miami. For mascara, I'm using MAC Extended Play. Love this mascara for my lower lash line. And moving on to the two lip products that are in his collection, I'm going to first go in with the lipstick. This is in the shade Sweet Mama Star. This is what the lipstick looks like on its own. I'm going to be really honest, I don't really like it. I don't like the color. It's just way too peachy for my particular liking. That's only because of my preference. I am more on like the mommy brown tone type of nudes. The peachy side just looks a little too... It just looks a little too pink for me, and I just don't like it. To make the lipstick more me, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in the color Gone Burgundy, and I'm going to place this only on the outer perimeters and kind of, you know, blend it into the lipstick. Now moving on to lip gloss. This is in the shade Mama Star Kiss, and I'm going to put this only in the center of my lips and only on like this Cupid's bow area. Finally, to set everything, I'm going in with the Milani Make It Last setting spray. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys will like it. If you do, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and also please do subscribe if you haven't already.